vessel returns, most shamefully unleaking. Prove your faith. You hold proof of faith, but to hold and deserve are different. How have you proven yourself in the Dreadlord's eyes? Unorthodox, but a show of faith nonetheless. Walk in blood.
In his doom he shall spawn a score of mortal progeny.
Chaos will be sown from their passage.
Corpses, arranged with some intent.
So saith the wise Alondo.
Belongs to Dribbles the Clown.
Just one piece left. I hope.
But Alondo did not see. He did not know. He did not revel in the glory of what is to come.
But Alondo did not see. He did not know. He did not revel in the glory of what is to come. But Alondo did not see. He did not know. He did not revel in the glory of what is to come.
Stone seals this chamber against the world. The Baal amulet trembles in frightened awe. Murder, bloody murder. Who else but Baal would these symbols honor? Will you return once you cross this threshold?
Why must the dead three be so obvious and ugly with their decor? Blood and bones, bones and blood. Pointy nonsense. At least Shah had some panache.
As did Mistra's home on Elysium. Her ribbed vaults and buttresses created a magic entirely of their own. Not to mention her pleasure domes.
Pleasure dome.
It's a perfectly legitimate architectural feature.
All darkness and anger. Gripping the skull and hammer, hammer, hammer. Gore on the wall, pulp on the hands. Head all gone. Yes, yes, I killed him. I killed them all.
Elf skin, soft and supple, almost ashamed to cure it. Silence is good. No screaming, no crying, no pleading, no air escapes. When I squeeze, I make sure they're quiet. I made them all quiet now. I'm rather hoping your skin remains intact, until I slice it up for stitching at least.
Saravok. Purged at last. I do not see why the Dreadlord kept such a fossil around so long.
A stranger. Delectable.
Yes. I wonder, how would your flesh feel slithering down my gullet? Succulent. Ha, tender. Yes. At your stature, with your constitution. An ounce of Hezro bile, 2 spoons of wyvern blood, and a corpse flower's nectar. That would do.
Look on this corpse as you would look on perfection. The curve of laceration, refined, beautiful.
Few mutilate with Orin's skill. Her craft is exquisite. It is a rare honor to see her work. Relish it.
Borrowed scrolls must be returned within a 10-day.
One cannot
It seems the Temple to Murder has a lending library.
Hush, hush. I hear footsteps trip-trapping on the murder lord's stones. It refused the murder lord's command and comes crawling into his sanctum with the tyrant unpulped. I know what you did. Spilled my grandfather's crimson. He was mine. He showed me how to slice and slit. He guides my dagger still. Oh, did it think it could protect? Did it think it could save? Only the blades can offer salvation. You do not lie, underling. It is your blood I am destined to spill. Your death spit will stain these walls, little lamb. Oh, your murder should have been exquisite. A crypt-born effigy to greet Baal's bleeding dawn. And now it will be nothing. Come to me, Father. Set my flesh to your unholy purpose.
A metallic tang fills the air as the Slayer's form is drained of life. Ashes to ashes, blood to blood, you have robbed another god of his chosen. A glint of light on something in the blood catches your eye.
A nether stone.
Only one left to slaughter now. It's quite the habit we're building.
Find Gortash and take his nether stone.
To think I was taken captive by that disgusting creature. An error I'm glad you swiftly rectified. To camp. I will not let my guard slip again. I swear by Mother Gith's scion.
At this point, nobody can control rain, and it knows it. We must seize the third stone before it breaks free.
Orin relished tormenting this poor soul.
She is crushed, destroyed, obliterated. But her skull did not sit in my palm. Not by my hand, no. No.
So messy. All you needed was a drop of adabile. That would have done for Orin.
Begone, before I set my teeth to your flesh.
To let such a weakling leave unharmed. But it is Baal's decree. I will not defy him.
That pretty skin of Orin's all melted to nothing. Unflayed, untreated. What a waste. Her screams, So loud. Should have cut them off, squeezed harder. Still, she is silent now.
It is not in a Githyanki's nature to say thank you. Our language doesn't even have a phrase for it. Kraith Khan Jan is the closest equivalent I know. May your enemies know agony. But after releasing me from Orin's grip, there is only one proper response. Thank you. Sincerely. Well, good then. Let's carry on.
Good riddance to the shape changer. Couldn't have happened to a worse wretch. Yes. No. I'm not sure. It is full of terrible secrets, including Cazador's bloody right to profane ascension. But it told me nothing new. Then again, it was filled with otherworldly power, which I am more than happy to wield to my advantage.
Orin was a monster, whatever her form. I suppose growing up somewhere like this would make a monster of anyone.
Hell's take that Baal freak. She would have bled the whole world just for the fun of it. We've got her Netherstone now. One step closer to getting the Netherbrain under control.
I would be lying if I told you I was certain we would walk out of that temple alive. We faced Baldur once before, and I was not ready to count on luck a second time. But luck had no part in it. Just you, and now it is Gortash's turn. We'll need his stone to finish this, however you plan to acquire it. So let us go pay Lord Lyre a visit.
Another ball spawn buried by our hand. Ball should learn better than to send his offspring against us. They might as well be babes, dropped bare bottom into the Rashiman winter.
Orin's dead, which means we have taken one step closer to slaughtering the fetid Elderbrain.
That's Orin dealt with. Good riddance. Now that we have her Netherstone, we're one big step closer to finishing this, once and for all.
Baal's chosen has been bled. May her torment be tenfold of that which she inflicted.
The blight that was Orin has been purged from the world. And we have another Netherstone also. A significant step towards stopping this evil, once and for all.
That drow's nose was as crooked as you carved, my darling. He was simply in denial.
Just out body parts. Is this some kind of display? I have something to ask.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding dribbles? Oh, perfection. This is just what I need. His flesh has a few rat bites and his teeth are missing, but these are minor issues. I shall remake Dribbles better than before, where once he was famous, he will now become legend. And you? Here, darling, a little something from your friend, Lucretius. My circus and I can now finally leave. It's called magic, darling. Do keep up. Not this instant. So should you wish for anything from my staff, be quick. Oh, and if you do take on the absolute, do try not to end up like poor Dribbles. You are so very pretty after all.
What have we here? A magician in a tower, hiding away from the frightening world. What are you so scared of, Magus? Not the night song, surely? Why, she's nothing but a relic to be purchased and pursued.
My God. The night song is a person.
At last. There you are, my dear.
You will address me with due deference. I am Dame Aelin. And you are a whelp without honor, without pride, with nothing but a tower full of trinkets.
My apologies, Dame Aelin. I meant no disrespect. Perhaps we could start over. I am Loroakan. I am most pleased to make your acquaintance. And that of your fine companion, who perhaps heard I was looking for you. Dame Aelin, I have discovered a device that would allow your immortality to be shared. It would cause you no harm, no pain of any kind. You serve your mother Seluna, I believe. She who has blessed our realm with so many gifts. Honor her by sharing yours.
You do not seek to share my gifts. You seek to poach them. You dare to threaten me with the same magic that held me in torment for 100 years.
I had hoped to appeal to your better nature. Perhaps I overestimated you. No bother. I have an arsenal of implements capable of convincing you to see reason. But his magic lives. I'd hoped you would keep an open mind, but it seems you're determined to make this as difficult as possible. Boy, at the ready. Once I've taken control of the Asimar, she must go directly into the caging runes.
No, Master Loroakan. I would never have assisted you if I knew you planned such horrors. You lied to get the night song here. Made us all believe she was nothing but a relic. I have seen what true leadership can accomplish, but never under your tutelage.
Watch your tongue, you child. I could make it such that no wizard in the realm will touch you.
If they're all like you, I think that sounds like an excellent bargain.
Oh, face us, charlatan, we who detest you so.
Myrmidons! Imperatum!
Dead. Loroakan, you who would see me caged, you who would purchase my submission with profane gold. Let every wicked magus, every vile murtherer, each slaver and misery merchant see. Dame Aelin is watching. She is indomitable. And when her face lights the shadows of your wrongdoing, you are broken by its beauty. The firehead fool is dead. Yet as I stare upon his corpse, I feel sadness. Why? A gripping in the chest, as though I'd lost someone. Something. Paladin's fatigue, no doubt. You were excellent in battle, as is your way. And I am proud to fight at your side. And you, tiefling, you did not embarrass yourself. I will catch my breath, then to camp I will bring my bones. Moon Maiden be with you.
Loroakan is dead. The bastard is dead. Leroican was a cruel and vicious man. By day, I'd tend the shop, but at night, he'd fire the most nonsensical questions at me. And for every one I answered wrong, he'd beat me. I could have killed him with my own 2 hands. But I kept thinking it was all a test. It had to be. I thought it was the price I had to pay to become a true wizard. I realize now he was just a sick, sick man. I have, with your considerable help. I see things clearly now. If I wish to master the weave, I must do it myself. Thankfully, I have everything I need right here. Oh, I like the sound of that. I do indeed. I'll move Cal and Leah in immediately. Leroican refused to let them stay here. They are gonna love the tower. I wouldn't have this, the tower, my family, without you. What can I do to thank you? I will. I'll be the ruler of Rameseth's tower they deserve, not some vicious recluse who hides from the world. Myself and this tower are now your allies. When the time comes, we will stand by you however necessary.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Rameseth, gone, open for the taking. Rameseth's notes, Balthasar's magic.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know. The corpse pauses, perhaps resisting the truth.
Powerful mage, spellmaker.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Ally mine, we are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
I always do, with darling Isabel by my side. Enjoy the spoils of your victory. Spin memories of Leroican's death in your mind like silk floss. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
Leave Aelin to her sorrow. Likely the wizard only reminds her of all the other fools, past and present, who have sought to use her.
Oh, that move! The wizard's twiddly little spell fingers availed him little against Dame Aelin's anger. But that anger sours into something gloomier, I think. Go comfort her, Boo. I can ask Aelin to demonstrate her skills another time.
Dame Aelin has little to feel sorry about. Leroican would have inflicted a far worse fate on her given the chance.
I expected Nightsong to be overjoyed after killing her fair-haired fool. Instead, she just seemed tired. No, I don't think that's it. She probably just needs some time for it to sink in. I'm sure she'll be elated soon.
I don't get it. What's got Dame Aylin so down? I, for one, am delighted Leroican got what was coming to him. Don't mistake justice for something worse. Aylin has every right to be angry, furious even. I'm glad to see her letting it out. She deserves that much. She'll cheer up. Probably just tired, like she said.
Ah, a friendly face at last. Are you going to the party as well? I know. Bit strange, isn't it? But then you have to be open to trying new things. The venue's called The Palace. Not sure what it stands for, but it sounds very exclusive. My date's supposed to meet me here, but there's no sign of him. You haven't seen him, have you? Pale, skinny, extremely piercing eyes. Looks a bit like your friend here.
Oh dear. I assure you, it's not.
It's funny. He was ever so keen for me to come. He didn't seem the type to cancel. Normal. Mostly. Didn't have much of an appetite at dinner, though he said he was saving himself for tonight. He was so enthusiastic. I don't understand why he hasn't shown up. A vampire? No, he wasn't. Was he? But then, why am I still here? He could have had me by the neck any time he liked.
Mother, may I? I'm positively starved.
You think something's happened to him?
Oh, I'd imagine so. There's no way he'd leave someone as appetizing as you alone.
You know what? I might give this party a miss. Plenty more fish in the Chionthar, as they say. If you see him, don't tell him I was here. Just tell him I wasn't ready to be in a relationship. I'm sure he'll understand.
This is the palace of Kazador Zarr. Entry is forbidden. Leave now, citizen.
The guard's words are clear, but spoken without thought or intent. Behind her eyes, you see nothing. She must be one of the charmed thralls, as Starion mentioned.
Of course. Whatever the master desires. Enter freely, and of your own will.
Slim pickings up here, but safe. No one grabbing, no one biting. In the guts of the palace, hungry mouths down there. Another visitor? Staying long? The others are. Guests came for a party. Never left, though. Dunno what happened to them. Don't want to know. But I'm sure you're different. I'm sure you'll be fine. Another guest. Yes, yes. More bones to chew, more bodies to nibble.
Be welcome, citizen. Be safe. Tonight is a sacred night. We are all blessed to be here.
So, Astarion, vampire dens. What should I expect?
Vampires would be a safe bet.
Hilarious. You belong on stage. Perhaps the blood-stained sort, with a hooded man standing by, axe in hand.
So long as there's a cheering crowd. As for vampire dens, I'd brace your nose. They can be very organic. Well, that's suspiciously welcoming.
The master is pure. His palace must be pure. No stain, no smudge, no taint. Pure.
The door is covered in intricate text, but you can't see anywhere a key might fit. Only a small round hollow engraved with a family crest. It's written in archaic Kosikuran, a rare version of an already obscure language.
There are inscriptions like this all over the palace. Cazador strictly forbade us from learning the language.
You can make out enough to recognize an incantation, but the specifics elude you. You can tell you're missing something, though. You spot a reference to the family signet. The indentation seems to be the right size and shape to fit a signet ring bearing the family crest.
Another guest for the Master's celebration. I'm afraid you're too late. You'll have to... Master Astarion? What are you doing here? Why aren't you downstairs?
Well, obviously I'm on my way down now. So if you could just point us in the right direction.
But you're too late. The doors have been sealed. The ritual is about to begin. Abandon the Master at his moment of triumph. What is wrong with you? Do you wish to spite him again? I do not have any more time to waste. There is too much to do, too much to prepare.
Whatever killed this werewolf burned it up from the inside. Its throat and innards are more liquid than solid.
That door is saturated with necrotic magic. Best keep my distance.
The woman's eyes are alert, verging on manic as she bustles about.
Everything's got to be right for the master. Everything's got to be perfect.
I feel so weak. There's necrotic magic at work here.
Ah, the bedrooms. Never once slept in. This is where I took our guests. I'd entertained them here until Cazador appeared and took them away. No one ever died here, though. Something strange happened to that girl.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Victoria. Orphan. Lady promised me food, shelter, took me here. Deliria. She held me, but me, blood everywhere. Tried, but couldn't drink. Retching and gagging. Then monster arrived, furious. She tried to disobey. Not drink, thinking creatures. He dragged her away.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
It's Kosikuran, just like the symbols from that door.
Keyhole! One of Cazador's cheapest tricks. An illusionary wall. Behind it is the kennel. A fetid little cell he'd throw us into when displeased.
Over soon. I can rest soon.
Bless us, Master. May we be worthy.
Prime spot for an ambush.
I know you're there, Golly. Stop skulking and show yourself.
You always were sharp, little one. Sharp enough to cut yourself.
It's taking everything I have not to grind your rotten carcass to dust.
Don't be mad at Cody, child. I only did my job. Only kept you in line.
You tortured us. For days at a time.
Oh, yes. And you sang so sweetly for me. None of the others screamed like you did. But you're home now, and you brought me a treat, eh? A new friend for Cody. Not very nice. Not very friendly. Why are you here then, little one, if not to see Cody?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to kill Castador.
How dare you? As if you could lay a finger on the master, you ungrateful little brat. Cody will not let you get away with blasphemy. Cody will see you punished.
There's an inscription on the ring. Looks like the same language as that book from earlier.
I must be busy. Busy, busy, busy. Master might see me. Master might approve.
Read you all. But the master says no.
This is where the spawn were kept. When we were getting neither the carrot nor the stick.
The door remains sealed, with naught to see but strange writing and a small hollow. Looking closer, you recognize the writing. It's the same Kozakuran script from the dictionary you found. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door swings open.
You can't be here. No one in, no one out.
You're new. Castador never kept guard dogs before.
The runaway spawn. You reek of the master's scent. Come with us. Come to master.
Excuse me. I will not be ordered around my own house by some blow-in mutt.
We bring you to him. We get his favor.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Enjoying party, drinking, talking. Wolves arrived when our host left, slaughtered us. West Door took most beautiful people away, never saw again. Politicians, minor nobles, fist officers, all sorts. Work, counting house, who controls what? Wanted names of senior staff, families, any scandals, secrets.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions. You stand on a clean metal platform, a beautiful but antiquated elevator. There are some scuffs to show its age, signs of things dragged onto it over the years, but it seems to be in good working order.
What in the hells? I never knew this was here. This was always Castador's private quarters. Only he ever came in here. Well, him and the unfortunate souls we brought to feed him. What in the hells? I never knew any of this was here.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air. Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
Hardly. Cazador didn't keep me in luxury, but I've never seen anything like this. How did they get here? What is Cazador doing with them? I should have guessed there was more to it than Raphael would ever have told.
You. I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
No. You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian.
You remember me.
You were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
It can't be.
Beneath the dirt and blood, you notice that every prisoner has a rune carved into their flesh.
Then they're bound to the Black Mass, too. Bound through the scars. Through me. I know these faces. Every one that shares my scar. They're my conquests. I pursued them. Seduced them. And brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
"170 years. You were one of my first.
My family. My friends. They're gone. You took them from me. You took everything from me. Free. We'll never be free while that monster lives.
That's why we're here. To destroy Cazador.
You can't. It's not possible. And then, what happens to us? Free from this nightmare.
I promise you, I know that feeling all too well. But it can be done.
Whatever you do, just do it quickly. I can't go on waiting.
We'll be back. You have my word.
I just want to breathe free air. One last time.
Hey! Hey, you! Come closer.
Oh, God. It can't be.
It is you. I knew it. I'll kill you. Once I get out of here, I'll kill you! Camp. Monster hunters. The girl camp. Oh, gods! My parents' camp. Chessa, focus. Resist the beast inside you. You promised. It's your fault. You did this to us. Didn't he tell you? He's the one that kidnapped us. He's the reason we're spawns. I'll kill you!
Yes. Now that you mention it, I may have done that. Don't look at me like that. Castador's orders. Quite the deviation from my usual routine, of course. Capture, not lure. I didn't bring them in with sweet rolls or anything. I really forgot about them. Felt nothing the moment I handed them over to him. Oh.
Parents. You've seen my parents. I miss them. I think. Or perhaps it's the hunger. Oh, I don't know. It's so hard to tell. You should go. Leave us here. We shouldn't be out there. We'd hurt our families.
Behind the exhaustion, starvation, and fear, recognition stirs in her eyes, and with it, hope.
You really mean it? Castador's got this stuff. It controls the doors. If you get it, you can set everyone free. If you get it, somehow. Good luck. If you fail, well, I suppose we'll be seeing you again in here.
Gods above. He kept Sebastian. The children, I can understand, leverage against their parents, but Sebastian, I should have known what Castador was capable of. He's played us for such fools. And not just 7 spawn to placate the devil. 7 spawn. And 7,000 souls bound to them in blood. Everyone, whoever trusted me enough to let down their guard, innocents, idiots, and the unlucky. It doesn't matter. I will need to sacrifice them all if I want to perform the ritual. What's the point? They're as good as dead. I thought they were dead. If they are unleashed, they will cause incredible carnage. They will be ravenous. They must die. Better they serve a purpose. It should be. I don't want to be like them. They're pathetic. Horrible. Don't hate me. I just did what I had to. I swear. I did what I had to.
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son? Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you, crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness. you fallen so far that this speaks for you?
I don't need anyone to speak for me.
No, you always had a gift for words. I fondly remember your empty boasting, your tired jokes, your endless prattle.
No! Shut up!
Do the cattle not know you, boy? Have they not seen your fits of temper?
You son of a bitch.
You truly forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me? Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything. But today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
No! Stop him! Get me out of this!
Witness the birth of the vampire ascendant! Ecce Dominus! Fight on if you must, but I am only growing stronger! Strip away every power if you wish. It will not save you. Our ritual is near complete. Can you feel its profane power?
I've got you.
Strip away every power if you wish. It will not save you. You will have your submission, boy, even if it kills you.
Everything you did to me!
I have known you for 2 centuries. Have I not suffered enough?
Do this. I won't let you win!
But I've already won, my boy. All the pieces are in place. The ascension is inevitable.
No healing soup for you. Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust. And I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. I can do this, but I need your help. These people died years ago. Trust me on that. All that's left are feral spawn, desperate for blood. If we release them, how many people will they kill? Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. But if they die and I ascend, I won't have to rely on the parasite to walk in the sun. I'll be free. Truly, completely free. Isn't that what you want?
You can see the fear in his eyes, but also the hunger. The thick smell of blood in the air and the promise of power being so close is intoxicating to him. All he can see is the power of the ritual and the freedom that power brings. The freedom to do anything, to be anything.
You're right. I can be better than them. But I'm not above enjoying this.
Is it over? Is he...
Yes. He's gone.
What does that mean for us? I don't know.
Your choices are simple, really. You can hide here, living in the shadows like parasites. Or you could be more than what he made us to be. You can choose differently, of course. But the consequences are on your head.
And what does it mean for them?
Now, that's a better question. 7,000 spawn, from ancient conquests to stolen children.
Cazador's staff controlled everything during the ritual. If it controls the cells too, you could decide their fate.
Some sacrifices just aren't worth it.
No. He's right. The poor wretches in the cells are innocent. They shouldn't have to suffer just because I lured them here. They'll need someone to lead them. Take the tunnels into the Underdark. Find somewhere, well, not safe, but less perilous.
What? No, we can't.
Just try to keep them out of trouble. I think we're done here. Let's go. That's it. He's gone. After all these years, these centuries. it's really over. I'm glad you think so, because I'm not so sure. I just feel numb. What I've lost. What I've gained. It's all so much. And God, all those spawn. Free in the Underdark. I need some time, I think. Just to let it all sink in. Let's just go. This place reeks of death, and I want to feel alive again.
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air.
Factions, nobles, politicians. He had information on everyone. If he ascended, the city would have been his in a 10-day. I brought him so many people, so many wasted lives.
On the pillow rests a skull with a scroll clamped in its bony jaws. The skull's empty eye sockets flare with an eldritch gleam. You feel invited somehow to witness the skull's memories. It seems urgent. This skull is all that remains of the vampire Velioth. He turned Cazador, gave him the gift, and then taught him the rules of vampiric existence. Velioth's first lesson is always to dominate. Allow none to be your equal. Velioth recalls when Cazador reached out to a former friend. His punishment was to watch as Velioth drained his friend dry. Velioth's second lesson is that power comes from solitude. To share with others is to be weak, and to be weak is to fail and die. Velioth recalls when Cazador rebelled against him. Cazador suffered 11 years of impalement because he failed. Velioth's third lesson is to act not in haste. A near immortal has time to plan, time to act only when others will pay the price of action. Velioth recalls Cazador, his lessons learned, killing him in the rite of perfect slaughter. How they both laughed. Velioth recalls Cazador boiling the flesh from his skull, and then, to mock him, clamping his schooling scroll in Velioth's jaws. The skull's eyes flash a final time, and its jaws sag open. The scroll with all of Cazador's rituals is yours. Velioth is no more.
Rises up to kill their master. A tale as old as time, it seems. Suddenly, not having any spawn of my own sounds wonderful.
You killed one vampire, but released 7,000 of his spawn. Have you lost all sense?
They were innocents. To kill them would have been an even greater crime. But if you do decide to go hunting them, know they include your children.
They survived?
Well, that depends on how you define survived, really. But they are free. They're making their way into the Underdark as we speak.
This is difficult news. We will need to decide what it means. Thank you for what you have done. Slaying Cazador was a great justice. As for the rest, well, time will tell.
You could have killed them all. You could have ended Tsar's legacy today.
If you think those spawn will stay in the Underdark, you're a fool. We'll see them soon, mark my words.
You let thousands of vampires spawn go free. How many will die because you could not do what needed to be done?
Thousands of vampires spawn on the run. Our own children among them. I only pray something of their innocence remains.
I don't know what to think. I wanted to see our children again, but not like this. Never like this.
Anyone capable of killing a vampire as powerful as Cazador has my respect. But you are not a true hunter. Sparing the spawns was an error. Releasing them was an act of madness.
The elevator lies ready to carry you back up to the palace.
Let's get out of here. I've had more than my fill of this place. I should probably start getting used to the shadows again. Who knows how long I have left in the sun? Maybe. But even if I could control it, it's a dangerous game. I'd spend every day waiting for something to go wrong, for the tadpole to find some new trick, reassert itself, make me a slave again. Maybe never seeing the sun again is just the price of freedom. I think I do. Assuming we survive, of course, because a horrible death is always just around the corner with you. There's something I'd like to show you, if that's all right. Something out in the city. This way. It's not far.
The graveyard is appropriately silent. There isn't a proverbial soul around.
Perhaps. But some things are classics for a reason. Nearly 200 years. And I never came back. Not since the night I woke up down there. I had to punch a hole in the coffin and claw my way through 6 feet of dirt. Then when I finally broke the surface, retching up dirt and congealed blood, Cazador was waiting. From that day on, I was his. Until today. Maybe. But he did take it. There's almost nothing left of the person I was. Just a name on a rock. For nearly 2 centuries, I stalked the streets like a ghost. And the person I was lay here. Dead and buried. Now I need to figure out who I am. What I want. You. I want. You. You were by my side through all of this. Through bloodlust and pain and misery. You were patient. You cared. You trusted me when that was an objectively stupid thing to do. I feel safe with you. Seen. And whatever the future holds for me, I don't want to lose that. Thank you. Well, I should probably fix this. Cute. I've been dead in the ground for long enough. It's time to try living again. With everything that life has to offer. If a night of passion is on offer, I could be persuaded. You know, I didn't care for you when we first met, but I do now. Being with you is about more than lust or manipulating you into a tactical alliance. I love you. I love this. And I want it all.
Good thing back there. I won't dwell on the matter. I know that's not a sentiment you're accustomed to reveling in, but rest assured, your actions have spoken for themselves.
He'd hate to hear me say this, but I'm so fucking proud of Astarion. He could have had it all, but he kept his soul instead. Wasn't sure he had it in him, but he's changed so much, overcome so much darkness. Oh, I could smooch that pointy little face.
They say that the only thing a vampire can feel is hunger. Nothing else touches them. Not grief or mercy, or any sense of what is just. Who knows? There is often more ignorance than insight in what they say.
To forswear the strength of 7,000 souls. That is an act of true strength, says Boo. Astarion may borrow Minske's muscles whenever he is needful. Brave, powerful, puny Astarion.
So Astarion didn't fulfill his master's ambitions for himself. At least that means he's his own man. Though I'm a little surprised he didn't covet those powers.
Astarion showed restraint where most others wouldn't. He might not appreciate the sentiment, but I'm proud of him.
Astarion resisted the allure of Cazador's would-be powers, and I am glad of it. Whatever he would have gained would have come at a great price.
It feels ridiculous to still be thinking about Cazador. He's gone. I'm here. I won. But I still keep reliving everything that happened, playing it over and over in my mind. Invigorating, terrifying, all of the above. I'm still trying to understand it, really. I came so close to losing everything back there. to losing myself. Back at the ritual, all I could see was the power on offer and the safety it promised. I was so blinded by it. Just as Cazador was. But you saw something in me. Someone else I could be. Someone who could break the cycle of power and terror that started centuries ago. You saved me back there. I may not have appreciated it at the time, but I do now. Thank you. You did more than that. You believed in me. Believed I was enough. Just the way I am. When I look at my future, anything and everything feels possible now. And I get to share it with you as a partner. An equal. You saved me from myself. And let me walk a new path where I can be free. Truly, honestly free. This is a gift, you know. Thank you. I won't forget it.